What's going on, y'all? So listen. Child, love and marriage Huntsville. Okay. I really don't got much to give to this show right now. Because the episode was cute. It really got good towards the end. Marceau had to check Tisha, okay? What episode is this, girl? I didn't came on here, I ain't even tell y'all what episode this is. This is season 2, episode 18, checked out, okay? The ending of this episode kind of really disturbed me, but we'll get there in a second. But Marceau, he had to really put Tisha, check her for a second. I don't 100% like Marceau because Marceau still has like backwards thinking. You know what I'm saying? He still has that, old school thinking that the woman's supposed to stay at home and all that shit. And I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you want your wife to stay at home so much? Why don't you want her to be independent and have her own, thought, her own business, her own mind and stuff like that? It's like, are you really doing something or what? You know what I'm saying? So, and people was bringing up in the comments because when Mel brought up the whole situation and they got into it last week, and Tisha brought up the fact that Mel was saying that Marceau was cheating on her and that there was a so-called person in the group or that Mel knew, and the person said that that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So we can say Melanie probably lied about that. I wouldn't put it past her. If you're trying to hurt somebody, you'll put up some bullshit. Like, whatever. But we haven't really seen no receipts of Marceau cheating. You know what I'm saying? And why haven't anybody come out yet? But technically speaking, that really don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? He could just be really, really good at it. And people just don't want themselves to be blasted on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Or, in the blogs and all that stuff. But then again, people ain't doing their detective work because I wouldn't put it past him. Like, probably could be doing some stuff. But at the same time, it's like, let it the fuck go. Let it the fuck go. Okay? Tisha talking about some, you know, she's okay, but she's recanting the whole story. Now I will say this, Marceau, that was a good look. That was a good look for you to say that I've been with my wife as long as I've been with my wife, and I know her little telltale signs. Now when she say I'm good, back and back to back like that, I know that she not good. Okay, y'all see I'm trying to have this. This shit is really like finna leave a fucking scar on my goddamn neck, and I hate it. I hate it. I Anyway, you get in the camera and you look at all your imperfections and your flaws, and it just brings it out, and it's just like, bitch. Anyway, so moving on from that, he was like, I know my wife, and I know when she says it back to back like that, she's not good, okay? So she gets to telling the whole story, and he shut her down. Like, she really thought that he was gonna be 100% on her side, and that's not what happened, because he said if somebody is trying to not have an argument and you don't want to have an argument with somebody, why would you respond to them with saying it's BS when they trying to have a moment with you? Okay. And he was saying it's not trying to be on Mel's side, but just trying to say, for the sake of argument, in any type of situation, if you are trying to have a come to an agreement, or maybe we agree to disagree type of situation and be calm about it, no arguing and stuff like that, you don't come to a person and be like, as they're telling their particular truth. It may not be your truth. It may not be something that you agree with, but that's their truth. And you don't come to them and be like, bitch, that's BS. Okay? You came there a little combative. You changed the mood. You know what I'm saying? You said yourself that you probably fucked up the day. You did, because like you said, everything was going good. It was almost to the feel like it was when y'all all were friends and stuff. And then all of a sudden you said what you said. And Marceau had to call your ass out on that because that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want an argument, but yet you're starting an argument. So I was here for that. And it's like, do you even really want to be friends with her? Like, what are you doing? If you don't want to be friends with her, why are you going through all of this stuff? And it was like, regardless of the lies that she may be putting out there, why are you going through all this stuff? Let her truth be her truth and let your truth be your truth. And that's that it. Okay? And that's what I don't get. See, this is why I can't do reality TV, because I don't have the patience to put up with the bullshit just for the sake of a check. Okay? I don't care how much I'm getting paid for the sake of the check. I cannot fake that shit. If I don't fuck with you, bitch, bitch, I don't fuck with you. Okay. And that's just it. I don't care. All right. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? If I see you on the street, I don't have to speak to you. But if you speak to me, bitch, I will say hello and then I will keep the fuck going. That's just so how my maturity. That shows my growth. Okay. But for the sake of the cameras and shit, y'all gotta communicate with each other. Bitch, it just couldn't be me. Cause I wouldn't say shit else to that motherfucker. Tisha, you want to be accepted by that girl so bad. You claim you don't want that girl friendship, but you want her friendship. Okay? That's why you keep holding on to this stuff. And yes, what she said and put out there about Marcel probably being a cheater, whatever, yeah, that would hurt me. That would annoy me or whatever because you're my friend and you throwing that up in my face and you trying to make it seem like I'm stupid. But at the end of the day, I would sit back and be like, but look at the bullshit that you going through. Not only was your man cheating on you, he got the bitch pregnant. Okay, I'll be like, that go to get back right there, and I let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Because she getting what she getting. Okay, she getting what she put out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have looked at it. And even Marceau said that shit. Maybe you need to just, take it down a notch and see what they're going through. They're already hitting bottom. They're already going through their storm. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that. I did. Meanwhile, Melanie and Kimmy, they have a little conversation talking about the whole thing, divorce and all that stuff. Is they really getting divorced and how, stuff is really happening. And, Martell is pregnant. Well, Martell got the girl pregnant and, he's an asshole. Why did I say it like that? He's an asshole. And, all of that shit. And she wanted to know, was Melanie dating because she has seen some social media posts that look like some candles and, going out to a restaurant or whatever. She said, listen, I'm a single mother. At this point, I'm about to be a single mother with 4 kids, okay? I am not thinking about dating nobody right about now. That is not what I'm trying to entertain someone or whatever. Baby, I feel you on that shit. That talking stage, listen, let me tell you something. Don't hit me. Like, I hate that talking stage. I don't got another talking stage in me. I don't feel like it. I don't know. I really don't know because, you get tired of the talking stage coming and then it goes absolutely nowhere. And I'm not just talking about having like an intimate relationship, trying to become girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. No, I'm talking about like in all situations like friendships and stuff like that, networking or whatever. Don't hit me up and we got to go through this talking stage and don't nothing prosper from that shit. Bitch, don't waste my time, okay? That's a warning. That's a PSA for anybody that was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste my time. Anyway, I'm a really nice person. You know what I'm saying? And I like to conversate, get to know people, whatever. I'm open to it. Don't waste my time though. Okay? Treat me regular. I'm a regular bitch. Let me be regular with you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on from that, Martell meets up with Maurice. And he has a little conversation with him. They are talking about the divorce and whatever. Do you really want the divorce? Because Maurice has been through a divorce with Kamiko. Nope. That's from a different world. What the girl name? Kyle. Girl, what the fuck Kamiko. Kiki Lolo. That's from Martin. God damn. Anyway, Kyle. Okay. And he was like, when you talk about your family and stuff, you light up, okay? And I'm not just talking about your kids, but I'm talking about the whole unit as a whole. Me and Kyle, we didn't have that. I checked out, she checked out. You know what I'm saying? Do you really want this divorce? And he's kind of making it seem like he don't want the divorce, but yet you're not doing anything to make it seem that you don't want this divorce or that you even trying not to have a divorce. You keep egging it on and antagonizing and doing all of this shit to this girl, and I'm pretty sure she probably throwing that shit right back at you because you throwing it at her, okay? But yet you want to make it seem like you getting it first, and I just don't see it. I see both of them being assholes to each other. That's what I see. Both of them are full of shit, to be quite honest. But I feel like Martell is more so full of shit because he brought a baby in the situation, okay? And he can't take accountability for what he did. Anyway, moving on from that, Marcel and Tisha, they go to the food tasting or whatever because they got their new place, Black, about to do a soft opening. They just trying to check the food. And, for the most part, they enjoy the food. They just want the presentation to be better. So the guy that they was working with for their other place, their brunch place, he had them come in to, show the plate and stuff like that. And then Marcel said he wanted Jalen to be the general manager of Black. Now, for once, maybe twice, this probably the second time I probably agree with goddamn Tisha. That boy ain't ready to be nobody's general manager. Okay, this shit gonna blow up in Marcel's face. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This feels a lot like nepotism, and I understand when he had that conversation with Jalen, when he said, why should I hire you? Do you understand why I'm trying to hire you? It's because of, I trust you. I can get somebody that got so much experience or whatever, but I can't trust them. And I understand where he's coming from, but just because you can trust somebody don't mean that they can do good business. You can trust people in so many different areas, but they don't do good business. That boy is not ready. And he, like, for him to cut the meeting short and say he had something else to go to, he wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? Maybe hire him after, especially after looking at last week's conversation with Maurice and Kimmy, and he basically saying he don't have a passion for anything. Now you want him to, be general manager of your new spot, okay, your new spot, and then give him part ownership or whatever. That's a lot of responsibility for somebody that is not fully focused and don't know exactly what it is that they're trying to do. Okay, how do we know that he's going to start this and then in a couple of months he's going to be like, I can't do this no more? Okay, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of employers be like, have some experience. He don't even have experience. Do he even got experience in the restaurant business? And I mean, sometimes you got to take a chance and hire somebody so that you can get experience. But my whole thing, like I said, he just does not seem like he really want to do this. Okay, he just doing it because my soul handing it to him. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And to make this person happy and not to let this person down. Not because he really care about it. I feel as though if they wanted to bring Jalen on, what they should have done was actually hire a, general manager, somebody that was in a restaurant business who had experience doing this. And I get what Marcel was saying, how he didn't have experience with big contracts and stuff like that, but he learned on the job. I get that. But a lot of these jobs, or some of these jobs, they have it where you can probably shadow a person, or you can bring in an apprentice. That's what he could have did. Make Jalen an apprentice to the general manager or whatever. I mean, you're in control of the business, so you can make the rules. So you could have had him like the associate general manager, or, just shadowing that general manager and learning as he goes. And then once he's ready, promote him when he's ready. Not just get that shit, throw him out to the wolves like that. They gonna eat his ass up. But anyway, that was that. Marcel went over there to talk to Tisha, not Tisha, but Melody at her new place of business, to just try to cut the air, the tension or whatever. Say I agree with you and all the shit that happened between Tisha and you. And he was like, it's just not me trying to agree with her and make it seem like I'm on Melody's side, but what Tisha said was wrong, was fucked up. But, I don't let me just say this, okay? He wound up inviting her to the soft opening of their restaurant, and he told her Martell was gonna be there too. And he was saying all of this shit, okay? They get into, I can't break up your marriage. Nobody can break up your marriage but y'all, and woo, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I was like, Melody, you did try to break up their marriage, so shut the fuck up, okay, girl? Quit lying, okay? You put that rumor out there that he was cheating and all that stuff. You did that shit to be vindictive as fuck, okay? Because of the shit that was going on with your fucking marriage, okay? But, if you want to keep on living in that fantasy world, we're going to keep on living in that fantasy world with you, but I'm going to jump the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? The part that got me was when Melody was talking to the lady about positioning her, new signage on the door, and Marcel said, "Oh, watch your test, your shirt or whatever, like close that up and all that stuff." It was like trying to entice me. What you doing trying to entice me? That is the second time he done made a comment like that about somebody other than his wife. I don't care if it's a joke. It just made me go like, I was a little cringy, you know what I'm saying? I know he was trying to light the mood or whatever. He did that with Miss Wanda. When Miss Wanda was walking away, he was like with them leather pants on, them tight pants on or whatever, some type of sexual innuendo. I said, what the fuck is going on? Marcel, you ain't getting no puss? What is happening? What is happening? Not for no married man making no comment like that to another woman, okay, that ain't his wife. And then to his mom, girl, his mama-in-law, girl, maybe I'm thinking a little bit too much in it, but it just made me a little uncomfortable. Moving on from that, Anyway, moving on from that, this the part that got me. Okay, so I said this wasn't gonna be no long video. Every time I say I gotta stop saying it because it always wind up being 20 minutes. But whatever. At the end of the episode, the very last scenes that we get is Chris, Martell, the guys that doing business with Martell and Marcel with the 47 acres and stuff like that. His wife had invited Melody to come over. I think she called her Miss Nell or something. And Chris had invited Martell to come over. Now, Melody did tell us that at one particular point, they did try to cancel them or whatever because they've been through similar situations. Chris did let us know early on in the season when his second half came back that, he did do some of the stuff that Martell did when it came to cheating. He cheated on his wife early on in his relationship with his wife in the marriage, okay? And they let us know that they got through it. They didn't talk for almost 2 years and, they still got through it. The whole point of this reuniting of them is trying to see if they can reconcile. And I'm sitting here like, that would have made me so mad. That would have made me so mad. Do not, if I did not ask you for your counsel, do not come to me and try to surprise and pop up something and fix my shit for me, okay? Do not take it upon yourself to try to fix something, all right? Do not take it upon yourself to try to counsel me because that is not going to make me budge. That is going to push me further away. That's the type of person I am. And I felt that when Melody came up there because she wasn't here for that. And then the fact that Martell was there and then everything that ensued, okay? She knew what was going to happen. Martell is the type of person that will push your button until you pop. And he does it. He will pick at you until you pop. And that is exactly what he did. He antagonized the fuck out of that girl, okay? And I did not like the way that he did that shit. He has been talking about the same shit, talking about... Here's my thing. This motherfucker been like, they must be from another generation, okay? Because in this generation, we don't have to stay with motherfuckers that continue to do us wrong. We don't have to do that. Some people don't hit their limit when a person get hurt the first time, whether it's cheating, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's verbal abuse or, just emotional neglect. Anything like that, whatever encompasses, whatever the offense is, some people don't reach that first limit. They let it go the first time and they talk about it or whatever, and then they come back. Maybe they do it a second time, but then it comes a time where you gotta let that shit go. Okay, don't. We don't need to be getting counseled about having. You need to stay together. You sure you don't want to reconcile? Me and my husband did this and we've been together for 20 something years. That's you and your husband. Y'all got married back in the gap. This is a new whole fucking generation, okay? We got a whole bunch of life to live, okay? Instead of just sitting out here settling for motherfuckers that's doing us wrong, all right? Stop giving out advice like that. Yes, work on your marriage, but when it gets to the point as you see these motherfuckers going back and forth in social media, the way that they doing back and forth on TV, antagonizing each other, throwing daggers at each other, and then the fact that this man got a whole ass baby, I guess they didn't know about that part, because maybe if they did, they wouldn't be pushing so hard for them to get back together. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let these people figure out what they want to do on their own. Get out of these people's business. If they didn't ask you, don't fucking say shit. Okay? Don't say shit. And quit involving other people in your shit too, so they won't get the right or think they have the right to say something. I ain't like that shit with them. I was like, ugh, that turned me the fuck off. And then, Martell up there talking shit. When Martell said the shit about Melanie, he basically shitted on her motherhood. And this is like the second time I heard him say that. When he did that live, well, he put that video up on his Instagram like a couple of weeks ago. Um, and then he turned all the comments off, and he was shitting on Melody's motherhood too, basically saying that she don't watch the kids and all this stuff, and she just leave the kids and leave for 4 days and then tell him and all this shit like that. Then you get on here and you talking about how he took on most of the responsibility with the kids, okay? Because, he did all this as if he was the single fucking mother. You know what I'm saying? As if he was the one doing every goddamn thing and Mel didn't do a damn. I did not like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he pushes. He's a gaslighter. He gaslit the fuck out of her, and her fuse caught and just went on ahead and popped off, okay? And he knew exactly what fucking button to push, and you can just see her just sitting there. And it's not that we trying to be 100% on Mel's side, because we know that Mel is fucked up too. But when you got a motherfucker that'll gaslight the fuck out of you, antagonize the hell out of you, and then, go into a whole tirade about how, well, we went through this, and I told you what you wasn't doing. You wasn't taking care of me, but then I found somebody that took care of me, and I like the way that she took care of me and did all of this shit, and I just like it, and I continue to go back because you still continue not to take care of me. Oh, because you found a bitch that can suck your dick, okay? Oh, you found a bitch that probably play with your booty hole while she's sucking your dick, or goggles on your balls, and Melanie said she wasn't going to do that at that moment or whatever. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Oh, you found a girl that'll give you sex anytime that you want it? Is that what it is? Bitch, if that was the case, you should have went on ahead and got a divorce in the first place and went on ahead and shacked up with the bitch and married that girl, since she was giving you everything that you wanted. But now that you're not in a relationship anymore with your wife, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to be with this lady like that, because that excitement, the thrill and the excitement was the cheating and the sneaking out. It was a rush. But now that you got caught up and now it's this baby on the way, I'm pretty sure that rush and that thrill is gone. You know what I'm saying? You're not just excited. You don't want to shack up with this girl. You don't want to. And baby girl, how are you allowing yourself to be this way with this person that's just using you for sex? That's all that he's saying. He is not saying that I like her personality. I like the fact that she makes me laugh. You know what I'm saying? She does this for me. She makes me feel like a man. She rubs my feet. She cooks for me. You know what I'm saying? No, it's about sex. Baby, you're being used just for fucking sex. And you don't understand that? You've been being used for sex for all these years. That's it, because never not once has he thrown in her face that, thrown in Mel's face, she take care of me all the way. No, you just say she take care of me sexually. That's basically what he's saying. Because that's all that he keeps saying about Mel, that she don't take care of him. And then, she get pissed off, of course, because he kept on saying that, and she threw a goddamn glass at him. Truth be told, bitch, you should have threw the whole jug. You should have threw the goddamn table, bitch. Okay? He knew exactly what he was doing. And what made me mad, you got Nell going over there talking to Melanie, and she was like, he got a baby on the way. Yeah, he got a baby coming. And she was just going off. I ain't never see her that damn mad. And you pissed when you got that shaky voice that you trying to fight back the angry tears, and you pissed off and you trying to holler and calm down at the same time. Bitch, that was Mel at that point. Martell go to the goddamn car, and then Chris go over there. Chris, you see what he's saying, and this is what I don't get. Why can't men hold other men accountable? I don't get that. Maybe we didn't hear the conversation, but we did hear Martell say, see, that's what happened when the truth comes out. That's what happened when the truth, every time the truth comes out, that's what happened or whatever. But all we see is Chris hanging on the door like, you can't tell that man, and we can't get you on camera saying, bruh, what you doing is wrong. You're gaslighting her. You're antagonizing her. You're doing all this stuff. You got to understand that regardless of whether or not she was doing stuff for you sexually, that is not a reason for you to come out here and to do all the stuff that you're doing. You've been cheating on her for years with the same person and multiple other people. Do you not see where you are the fucked up in here? And then he had called her a victim too. He called her a victim. All right. Oh, you always playing the victim and all this shit. Men don't hold men accountable for shit sometimes. And that shit just makes me mad. And then when Chris come up there, his wife was like, I wanted you to say something. Why you ain't say nothing? I mean, I was trying to say something, but you know, he was over talking me and all this shit. You was sitting there like this. A lump on the fucking log. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. I wish Mel would have beat that ass, okay? I really fucking do, bitch. I want to punch him because I don't like gaslighters like that. Am I a gaslighter? Let me pause for a second. I told y'all I'm a little toxic. Am I? Okay. No, I'm not. Okay, I had to think about it, bitch. The fact that I had to think about it, because sometimes you may, you probably unintentionally be a gaslighter, especially when you hurt. But then again, sometimes you do that shit on fucking purpose. No, I'm not that, because I wouldn't do that shit. If it's been done to me, I would never do that shit. But, I take that back. Let me shut the fuck up. Anyway, but I meant what the fuck I said. Girl, you see me just go through the whole thought process. You know, sometimes that's one thing about these shows and doing these reviews that I like on these TV shows, because sometimes you can relate to some of the situations that's going on and it make you look at your goddamn self, okay? I be looking at Love After Lockup and I tell y'all I'm toxic, okay? I could be a little toxic in a relationship. I can. And I see that about myself. And, you know, it'll make me want to change my ways just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not toxic enough like I'm going to do you dirty, but, you know, well, no. Anyway, let me get the fuck up off of here, okay? Because some people was like, bitch, I was looking at you like, but then when you said that, I was like, yeah, white girl, I don't want that. Anyway, Love in Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace.